working.
She's a role model for every single one of us. Thank you so much for joining us. She's a devoted public servant. She was the epitome of duty, constant at a time of endless change.
You know, you said earlier we kind of felt like she was going to be immortal, and perhaps disappointed she isn't. Well, Keith has said she has achieved that. In our hearts and minds, she will live on. She's done it. We will miss her, Queen Elizabeth II.
She was
and the monarchy continues.
Yes. A mummy, a grandmother, a great-grandmother and the mother of the nation, our strength and stay. This evening, King Charles III will address the nation for the very first time as the new sovereign. Today, though, a day for remembering Her Majesty the Queen and the long service she gave.
We'll leave you with this image, the last official photo released of the Queen, and the words of King Charles, who called her a cherished sovereign and a much-loved mother. He said her loss will be deeply felt throughout the country, the realms and the Commonwealth, and by countless people around the world.
It is time now to join a special programme from ITV News with Tom Bradby.
Good morning and welcome to a day of special ITV News coverage following yesterday's sad announcement of the death of Queen Elizabeth II. For many of us, perhaps for all of us, our very idea of who we are as a nation is or was inextricably linked with the image and personality of the Queen. So, in truth, this is a day of waking up to the cold, hard reality that she is very sadly no longer with us. There are many questions, of course. If we are leaving one era for another, what will that mean? What is due to take place over the next 10 days? And why have those traditions evolved as they have? Already this morning, crowds are gathering at Buckingham Palace. Some have travelled many miles to be there, drawn to a place that has long been the focal point of royal life. Others are simply passing through, a detour en route to work perhaps, but a chance to experience the unique atmosphere there this morning. From the lying in state next week through to the funeral in 10 days' time, we expect these crowds to grow and grow until the nation comes to a metaphorical and indeed literal standstill for the hour of the funeral itself. The royal family is still at Balmoral. Sadly, it seems a number of them did not get to say goodbye to their beloved mother and grandmother yesterday. One can only imagine the shock. An heir who becomes king, an eldest son who becomes an heir. No matter how many years you've prepared for the moment, the shock must be considerable. Later this morning, the new king, Charles III, will leave his residence and head to London. He'll address the nation later in the day. There will also be a service at St Paul's Cathedral this evening. We'll bring you all the key events of today and look ahead to what to expect for the next 10 days of national mourning.